All right, I'm on hole number 2 of the 2019 Christmas tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Yes, I waited till the last minute. I'm like 13 viewers short of a 400 subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, if you can hit the subscribe button down there, that'd be awesome. All right. Hole number 2, this big par 5. So a couple ways you can go at it. You can go out here. You can take a power 5 ball and try and blast it through here. But I think the deal is that if you're looking for pure raw distance, where you'd end up out here, you could end up out here. And this is a hole, you don't have to worry about trying to get through this rough at the end of the run. So really, in my mind, you have 2 ways to go at it. You're either going to lay up right here or you're going to pound it somewhere down this fairway, depending on what size ball you bring. It's all going to depend on your clubs and where you can get. So if you've got a power 3 ball and you can engage out here, that's not a bad deal. You will probably have to use max overpower. Even with a 5 power ball, you'll probably be able to get over here. But if you want to get all the way down here, you'll probably have to do max overpower. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to bring out a 5 power ball. I'm going to do max overpower, and I'm shooting for the end of this fairway. And that's the way to go. So with my lower level account, this is your target area, because it's very easy to get up here and you can get on, get your birdie or your eagle and move on down the road, and at least you have a shot from up here to get up to. And if you bring a big power 3 ball, you'll more than likely, you can get into, I believe, your long iron range. But in a worst case scenario, you're with your Viper. But if you got upper developed clubs, I think you're definitely better off coming over here to the right and trying to get as much forward rolling distance as possible to try and get into your long iron range. I've been up so far up into that hole down there that I was in my short iron range. So it is possible to get up there into your short iron range. All right, let's go back. Let's make sure we got some good clubs here. And I know that there's going to be a big wind adjustment on this hole. And I'm not sure with these new balls whether they've got enough side spin. They may. I'm going to try one of them and see it. I can always switch to snow globe, but if I don't need to pull out those snow globes, I don't have as many of them. So if I don't have to pull out a snow globe and I can use one of the present balls, I'm better off. And it'll help me on the second shot if I can get up in there. Let's look at those clubs one more time. Extra Mile, Sniper, Grizzly. I'm taking all my accurate stuff. Usual suspects on the bottom. And let me look at that rapier real quick. Just in case I get into my rapier range, I need to write this number down. So it's 87 accurate. So that's roughly 1.3. I'm going to write that down. Rapier. It's 87 accurate. So I'm going to go 1.3. So I'm going to play that at max. So at max club, it's 1.3 per ring. And I know the rest of my numbers. All good to go. My Grizzly is 100% accurate at level 7. So if I'm at max club, it's 100%. If I'm in mid club, I'm going to play at 1.5. If I'm in minimum, I'm going to play at 1.75. And my Hornet is at level 8 is 96% accurate. And I'm going to play at 1.1, 1.9, 2.2. If we can get down there, this is definitely a 2-shot hole where you got to have both shots. Got to get that first shot down there. Try and ride right down the middle. 3.5. It's 2.1 per ring, so there's 2.1. That leaves me 1.4. It's a little over a half. So I'm going to take that side wind out and I'm going to put the power back in it. Put a little bit of curl on it. And hit it about maybe a ring, maybe 2 rings, great to the right. Where that'll affect me is at the very end of my run. If I catch enough distance, I could actually roll off the fairway over there. But 436. And with a snow globe, I think I hit it here 448. And I believe I was in my short iron range. So I may still be in my short iron range from there. If I remember correctly, when I was with the snow globe at 440, I was like minimum club. So I'm probably, if I am in my short iron range, I'm towards max. maybe somewhere between mid and max. And I think when I hit with the snow globe, I was somewhere between minimum and mid. We'll have to kind of see what you can tell if you're downhill on a shot, because when you go to zoom in on your ring set to make wind adjustments, you can't get close to your ring set. That tells you you're downhill. If you can get to your ring set and start counting blades of grass, then you're uphill. And that's as close as I can get. So I'm definitely downhill. So I'm going to take a swing at it, and I'm going to play at 20%. So 2.5. I'm in my grizzly. Where the heck am I in my grizzly? I'm right at minimum club. So that's 1.75 per ring. So it's about a ring and a half, and I'm going to add on 20%, so that's 5. I'm going to do right at about a 2-ring pool. Just probably an over adjustment, but let's do 2 rings. Hitting it perfect. In the hole! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Getting the Albie. Missed that eagle on the first hole. I had an easy chip on and missed my eagle, but picked up the Albie. That'll be a great tiebreaker right there. So hole number 1 is definitely doable. Hole number 2 is I'll go back and watch that video and see what that wind adjustment is. It looked like, I'll have to do the math. It looked like I was at 2 rings. It was at 2.5. I'll have to do the math on that to see like where that worked out, like what the percentages were. But it'll definitely give me an idea. I can go there. What you do is go rewind back and go pause it right at that moment where I was doing that wind adjustment, so you can see what I did. And then do the reverse math if it was at 1.75 per ring and how much more I added on it. All right, that was hole number 2 of the 2019 Christmas tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.